So here we're looking at graphs that are for these quadratics, so the parabola shapes again. But remember, the number that refers to how wide or narrow that parabola is going to be is this front number. And the easiest way to do this is, even though these are going to be U-shaped parabolas, is to still think of them kind of like the V-shaped absolute values, because it kind of works the same way. Even though this is not the slope, it works out the same way as the slope, where we can see how wide or narrow it is based on that number. So I'm just going to kind of put a little graph type thing here, coordinate plane, but I'm just going to start all of them in here. I'm going to ignore the vertices since we're not concerned about where it is, just how wide it is. So the best way to start this off is just looking at this, and I see it has 5/6, so I'm just going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is about right here. And I'm just going to kind of reflect it just by eyeballing the other side. I really only need to count one side. So again, I'm drawing it as a V, even though it's supposed to be a U-shaped, but it's helping us to compare. Now, looking at all of these, we want to see which one of these is going to be a wider one. So ignoring the negatives, because that's just going to make it go downwards, we're just going to again use the slopes for each of these and seeing how they compare. So let's go on to move on to B, which is 7/5. So I'm just going to count from the same place up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I see it's right about there. And this is on the inside of that, so that's going to be narrower. Again, make sure you read the question well. It's asking which one's wider. So the next one I'm going to look at now is letter C. This one's 3/7, again, ignoring the negatives. And this time I'm going to go up 3 and then over 7. So it's up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can see this one is below it, which is going to be outside of it, right? So that the lower that slope, we can see that the wider it's going to get. And so this one is going to be my solution. And just so you can check the last one, we know it's not going to be the case, but it has an up 2/1. So if I were to just start in the same place again, which is right here, 1, up 1, 2, and over 1, this one is also narrower. So the only one is this green line, which was wider.